Hey guys, Cliff again. Still playtesting the experienced deck a little bit. I thought I'd record one more scenario for you. I'm not going to record all my stuff, obviously, but some representative scenarios to see how this deck behaves. Last time we tried a firefight. Greg Amos has already played an ambush, which he ended rather precipitously by blowing up the truck with his Jeep-mounted machine gun. He's in the midst of playing an attack where the AI has to defend, and it's doing a fairly reasonable job there, waiting to see if it's going to take a stab at his center or not. So I'm going to play a fallback mission. So this is a scenario from the overall campaign system. I'm trying to remember. I picked one out of Battle of the Bulge to make it more challenging. Get the right book out here. I think it's 79 under Battle of the Bulge. Fallback 1 in the woods. So this happens in dry conditions. It's clear. There's no mud, firm ground, so we can sprint. There's no bocage, because we're in the woods. It's nighttime, and I rolled visibility already, and the visibility is 6 hexes, so pretty good visibility. There's no recon, so we've got to set up first. Only 2 cards. I've already drawn ours. I'll show you them in a sec. No trained medics for us. They're average quality, so that's not so bad. They're not the high quality soldiers like I was up to last time. I cannot speak. I need more coffee. But these are elites, so SS pastel bastards. They don't have a machine gun. That's good. But they do have a sniper. That's bad. It's a medium-size force, so it's medium-size average, so we're going to play 3 to 15 plus a sniper and 5 dummies from each of the 4 colors. So we're going to have the maroon and the teal and the gold and the lavenders coming at us. They are alert and prepared. There's no arty to worry about, and they do not have a medic either. With these pursue, or these fall back rather than pursue, fall back, they're coming after us. They are pursuing us, and they come from 3 different directions. And the key is for them to move quickly, and this experienced deck ought to move quicker than the others. They're all going to be bold, so they're going to be moving out fairly fast. They will more often than not get sprints when they're out of LOS, so they ought to move up on us rather quickly and try to envelop us. That's the plan for me for their deck. My plan for me to survive is, these are my guys. I just rolled a d10 on the table from the Volume 2 rulebook, and I got a 1. So this is the number 1 group. We're going to run like heck, but I don't want this to be boring, so we're going to stand and fight. We're going to stand and fight at this road. I want to get across the road, take up firing positions, and then stall. We need to hold them off because we get 1 victory point for every person we exit from this edge of the board over here on the right, but we lose victory points if they exit from that side. So we can't just run away and hope that they don't run off the board, because they might run right after us, and then we won't get enough victory points. So we got to stand and delay here, fall back into this tree line and delay with this opening, and then withdraw from the board. So it's a delaying action with 2 lines of resistance, preferably here and then here. That's our plan. It's nighttime. We rolled and received 3 flares. Our wind is blowing to the northeast, which helps because we can drop flare or drop smoke and let it drift up. Our flares we're going to want to have down south and try to pop them down here and try to light up this opening. So we're going to have our flares down in our southern group. I'm going to have one group down here around these rocks to control our southern flank. We're going to use these rocks and these rocks as a fire base to hold this area. We're going to have a smaller central force to make sure they don't get off onto this hill. And then a northern force, which is kind of hairy up here. They'll hold in this woods, try to guard this northern flank, falling back to our second line as necessary. This is tighter in fighting, but we might be able to get some shots up into this opening with a LOS of 6. We can reach across into this opening a bit, pull back as we need to. This is our last line of defense before we run from the board. So we need northern, southern, and central. In the center, I'm going to put my Browning. So I'm just going to set these guys. This is our setup area right here. From 8 to 10, from 8 to 13. This is my center force. This would be my northern force. And then my southern force, I'll put my other automatic weapon. I'm going to try to spread out my forces here. We got Able, Baker, Charlie. So Able needs a Baker. Northern is tough. I'm going to put this guy down south. He's an Able. He needs a Baker. Able needs a medic. Here's a medic, and I've only got one medic. No, here's the other medic. Able Baker, I'll put a Charlie medic here. Put a medic down here in the south. In the center, I need to give that 4 some help, firepower-wise. Put a tough guy there. Pretty good TQ there. 6 for TQ there. 6 and 5. We got a 5 here. Okay, we got a 4, a 4, a 4, and a 5. Here's a better rifle skill. Rifle skill there. Doom. Doom. Where do I feel like putting him? Balance it. 4, 4, and 4. Okay, these guys are all going to sit here. And they're going to sprint. We have normal morale. They're all sprinting for the north to set up north. Try to get up here as far as possible. Our center group has our Browning. I'm going to keep them together and just evade them together. We'll spread them out a little bit as they go. Because the fastest our Browning can go is an evade. Okay, they're all evading, and then these guys are all going to be down here. I can be here. That's as far south as I can go. And they're going to be sprinting south. hit the right button. There. Then I need to give my flares. I'm going to put one flare here. Who do I want to give it to? I'll give it to Lozano. Then I'll put two flares down here. I'm going to give it to O'Connell and Douglas. Okay. There. Two flares down south, one in the center. Flares often cause more problems than they solve. My hand. I didn't get great orders. Panic is spreading. Any characters adjacent to a hex with lower morale drops theirs to match. Abel's got decent initiative. Baker and Charlie are awful. And then we got a trip with mediocre. I don't want to trip right away. I'm going to trip second. I want to try to position first. Then we'll try to trip and Abel. Once we got a little more breathing room, we'll see how their forces shape up. So I'm going to take this trip second. I'll take this as my initiative. Alright. And then their initial forces. Red and blue are in cup A. Gold is in cup B. Lavender is in cup C. So it's maroon and teal are in cup A. And I got to look at my setups for Fallback 1. I got a medium-sized force, blah, 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 at the start. Okay, 104, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 4 to 13 from cup A. And they're running off of this compass. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That's their initial. None of these guys have moved. They're all bold. Let's set up a confidence tracker. All right, they've got 10. That's where they are. Half of that is 5 minus 4. Quarter of that's 2 minus 1 is 1. I'm 12. Half of that is 6. Half of that is 3. I always round down integer values. Okay. I need to give them their orders off of our fallback. Just a D10 starting from the top. 3 is evade 6, 5. this down. 1, evade 6. 1, evade 6. All right. 0, evade 5. 6, run and gun 5, 6. 6, run and gun 5, 6. 7, run and gun 6, 5. 2, evade 5, 6. 9, run and gun 6. 5, sprint 6. And their 6 is down, 5 is up. Turn track. They get reinforcements on turns 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We roll a d10. 4 to 5 is an A. 6 to 7 is a B. 8 to 9 is cup C. 0 to 3 is no reinforcements. It's 12 turns. Get our display. This is maroon and teal. Their colors aren't showing right now. Greg will put those back in the future. I'm using my deck, so I'm going to shuffle those in. Maroon and teal. 33, 45. So it's Abel, red, blue, Baker, Charlie. Abel, maroon, teal, Baker, Charlie. That's all that's on the board. Abel, and then the Germans, red and teal. We cannot be seen. So, yeah. We got our Abel guy out first. Sprinting to the north. He's evading. These guys are sprinting to the south. All of these guys, there's no spotting to be done. Too far away. Evading 6. I said the 6 is down. Down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, down. My guys. Go there. These guys are together. I'm trying to keep them apart so I can just deal with these stacks. Okay, that's impulse 1. Impulse 2. Abel. moves off, sprinting there, evade to there, sprinting to here. All right, 6, too far away, 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5. Can do it. And then my sprints. 2. Evade these guys here. I'm going to sprint these guys here. That'll make my life easier. That's impulse 2. Impulse 3. Able, red, tail. Ables. Sprinting. Evading. Sprinting. He's going to end up in the open. No, that's not a good idea. We don't know where reinforcements are coming from. Sprinting there. Six. 6. 5. 6. 5. 6. 5. 6. 6. All right, and then my sprints, my evade, my sprints, we have to be mindful of where their reinforcements might come from. Impulse 4. Able. This should be clear enough. He's evading. Go here. We'll drop down into the rocks. Sprinting. 6. 5. 6. 6. 6. 5. 6. 6. 5. So they're in a skirmish line, mostly spread out. beating along, still out of LOS. Lots of trees blocking us. My last guys. Sprint these guys here. I'm going to evade these guys here. They're slowly evading back, and then these guys sprinting. To here. One more sprint. Alright. That is that. This is going to go back to 1. And now our reinforcement roll. 2. No reinforcements. So that makes it life a little less complicated. Fortunate roll. These guys can be returned to the track. Impulse is 1. I can remove my moves. I can remove my orders. I can go to the display. I think I want to undo that. I can go to my display and I can remove the cards. I'm going to be at the mercy of the deck here for a little bit because I don't have time to plan with this much going on. So that's a quick turn. I'll come back and play another turn in a little while. So this is combat. We are doing a pullback. And we're using our experience deck with elite soldiers this time. Always looking for a fight. I'll talk to you guys next time.